How could I have predicted that the young man who helped me set up my coffee machine would eventually end up inside my home, leading me to realize I'd carelessly left some very personal items out on the couch, and that everything would change from that moment on. I was by myself that morning. I only planned to buy a coffee maker and continue with my day. Little did I know I wasn't going to be alone today, thanks to the young guy who offered to help. Jake, inexperienced but eager, would forever alter the course of my life. I never saw it coming. I'm 60 years old, divorced for 15 years, and have lived alone ever since. Sure, I've had moments of solitude, personal items tucked away in corners, things that are mine and mine alone. I never thought much about them, sometimes even forgetting where I'd left them. That morning was no different. I wasn't paying attention to the little things. It wasn't until Jake showed up, bringing the coffee maker inside, that I realized something had shifted. Jake, a 23-year-old guy full of life and energy, stepped through my door with the box in his hands. His eyes seemed to take in everything, scanning the room, landing on things I hadn't noticed. My toys and some private clothing left carelessly on the couch. I've always kept these things for myself, never expecting anyone to see them. His smile was light, and as he moved toward the living room he asked, "You live alone, don't you?" His voice held a hint of curiosity. I froze, a rush of heat rising in my cheeks. My face turned bright red as I quickly realized how exposed I'd become. I stammered, "Jake, please. Let's just forget you saw anything." My voice was shaky, betraying my embarrassment. He met my plea with a gentle smile. "I won't forget if you don't want me to, but you know these things kind of stand out. Just like you do." The words hit me harder than I expected, making me feel more self-conscious. I turned away, my discomfort growing. It was supposed to be a simple coffee maker setup, not this awkward moment. He continued, his voice casual yet sincere. "It's okay. Everyone has their own things when they're living on their own. It's completely natural." His tone shifted just slightly, the last part lingering in the air as if he was offering something unspoken. His gaze softened, and for the first time, I felt an unspoken connection, a spark. I didn't know how to process the wave of emotions surging through me. "Jake," I began, trying to regain composure. I didn't expect things to go this way." I was flustered, but there was an undeniable pull. You've been on my mind too," I admitted quietly. Jake's response was playful, yet full of warmth. "I think I noticed that the first time we met, when you came to get the coffee maker. There was something about you that felt different. For a moment we shared a quiet understanding." "I don't usually let people in like this," I said, my voice almost a whisper. "But there's something about you." He smiled, and the air between us seemed to thrum with a new energy. I couldn't deny the connection. It was unexpected but undeniable. I excused myself to change into something more comfortable, giving him space. The tension in the air was thick, and when I returned, wearing a simple, sleek dress, Jake's eyes didn't hide his surprise. He had been waiting, and his gaze was more intense than before. I felt a rush of heat, wondering if he could feel the same pull. I leaned casually against the doorframe, teasing him with a playful question. "Are you single, Jake? Do you have a girlfriend?" The words felt lighter, but they carried more weight than I realized. His shy but interested response only made my heart race. "Let's make coffee," I said, trying to break the building tension. "We can talk more. I want to know about you." As I moved toward him, our proximity only seemed to heighten the chemistry between us. Jake shifted uncomfortably in his seat, clearly aware of the change in energy. I sat down next to him, allowing my skirt to inch up slightly, watching his eyes follow the movement, making him uneasy in the best way. "Are you getting impatient?" I teased, adding a lightness to the moment. But the silence between us only deepened. Jake, still flustered, asked quietly, "How old are you?" His voice was filled with both curiosity and a touch of admiration. I smiled softly, raising an eyebrow. "Do you prefer women older than 50? I asked, turning the tables on him. He stammered, clearly embarrassed. "No, that's not what I meant. You just look so beautiful." The compliment left me speechless for a moment, and I felt a warmth spread through me. "Do you have a girlfriend?" I asked again, more serious this time, my eyes searching his face. He answered with a slight shake of his head. "I'm alone." There was something in his voice, a quiet vulnerability that struck a chord with me. We locked eyes, the silence between us now charged with anticipation. I could feel the pull, the desire to cross the line between us. The weight of the moment was undeniable. "Let's not overthink this," I said softly, my voice steady and clear. "Tonight, Jake, we're not alone." I led the way to the bedroom, and though Jake hesitated for a moment, he followed. The air between us was thick with anticipation. When we reached the room, he paused, his expression a mix of nervous excitement. "Jake," I said softly, my voice calm but confident, "are you ready?" His eyes met mine, and I saw a flicker of doubt before it melted away. I stepped closer, my hand on his shoulder as I eased the tension. "It's okay," I reassured him. "We'll take it slow." As I slipped the straps of my dress off, the fabric fell to the floor, and I felt Jake's gaze on me. The intensity in his eyes made my heart race. He leaned in, his hands gently resting on my waist, his lips meeting mine for the first time. The kiss was hesitant at first, but it deepened with each passing second, the connection between us undeniable. I moved toward the bed, my body reacting to the pull between us. Jake followed me, and I motioned for him to lie down beside me. He hesitated, then slowly joined me, our bodies inching closer with every breath. Lying next to him, I could feel his heartbeat against my skin, and I traced circles on his chest. "Have you ever thought about this?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. "More than just thought," he replied, his voice low and sincere. "But I never thought it would actually happen." His words sent a shiver through me. "Sometimes the best moments come when you stop overthinking," I whispered, brushing my lips against his. "Let's just enjoy this." Jake nodded, and as we intertwined, the world outside seemed to disappear. The night stretched on, and in each other's arms, we found the connection we had both been searching for. By morning we were no longer strangers. The silence between us was no longer awkward. It was comfortable. Jake, his arms around me, whispered softly, "I've never felt this at peace before." I smiled, my heart full. "I feel the same," I said. "Let's just stay in this moment. Let it last." As we lay there, the weight of our connection settled into something more than just a fleeting encounter. It was the beginning of something new, something exciting.